Hi everybody, today is the 10th of June, or if not, it is the 9th. It is Saturday, so it's probably the 9th of June, and it is 2018. It is roughly 10:30 in the morning, and Zoe and Jane here. Hey guys, wearing my skirt, peasant skirt, and I am headed out towards Long Point here, looking at how close Christian Island is today. It's really odd that things magnify at certain times, but it is dealing with magnetics and our visual magnets of the eye. No sky eyes up here, even though I haven't put it through the filter. I can tell there are sky eyes because of the shape of the clouds, and the clouds shapes are very odd. Today we have some magnetic clouds, and they look like solar flares. You know, on the sun, the surface of the sun looks like pulled taffy, seawater taffy, you know, pulled when you pull it to the max and it makes those web-like look to it. That's exactly what's happening in some of the clouds I noticed today. That's solar ions on the Earth's ionosphere, in the clouds, and affecting our weather directly in this way. Interesting, the beautiful 1888 or 1858, I'm not too sure which, I think it's 1858, lighthouse on Lighthouse Point over there. And looks like Bird Island is resurrecting. It was covered underwater this early spring, and now it is fully trying to come back to its former glory of being a bird sanctuary, where the birds would go to mate and breed and hatch the young. And now it seems that's coming back. That's cool. Noticing a lot of new kind of species of foliage, of wildlife. And look how calm it is today. Water's up a bit this year. Might go down again. A lot of planes, single engines, flying, sightseeing, usually in this area. On a Saturday and Sunday, it's usually quite busy here. I'm wearing my new cool Adidas shoes. I love those shoes. They're a little bit big, which is good because they stubbed my toe, and I think I broke it. My right toe is broken. Yeah, I know. It's like I'm really awkward lately, I think because of magnetics. Solar magnetics for the ionics, the interface, which becomes quarkian energy, which turns into sphere energy, which collects at the cardinal points, I believe. This has been Solarionics research for there's the sky eye right there, over 6 years. I think 7 years, maybe 10 years, but seriously for 6 years, since 2012, when I thought we should be looking at the sun a little more closely and put it through filters and find out what exactly is going on, because the sun directly affects us. We are proton energy after all. And I think we had an interface with the cosmic radiation from the central sun, which is the nebulous center energy, cosmic consciousness. And we're probably ascending to that. Now look how close Ikertone is today. It's hugely close. And that's just my eyes magnetically. And we're getting the last of the lilacs here. They were all planted, the lilacs around here, first by Mr. Sanford Fleming of Standard Time. He invented Standard Time. You know how you have your Eastern time zone? Well, he invented all that back in the 1800s. He was the first one, also with the CN Rail, and he lived here. He lived in this area near the Depot Restaurant of Craigleith. So it's a historical place, and very historical place right where I am. And we have native history here with the Pettunes, and we have native history here. Well, the Wyandots are the Petun originally, which were part of the Huron Iroquois Nation. They're distant relatives of the Iroquois, apparently. So we have that history, plus the history of the ancient Huron worshipping rock, which is found at Scenic Caves, which is called Ikertone. In Huron, it's called Ikertone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's right there, right through there. And the escarpment goes all the way to the water and it's like a snake. And at certain times in the early spring, you can see the snake formation going through on the escarpment. Here is the beach, and we have trumpeter swans, and I saw 3 trumpeter swans flying today, which is quite amazing, having known that. There's the sun today. I'm going to cut it off for now. Oh, I'm still on. It's hard to say. I think so. Oh boy.